Hey guys, Crew Blonde Wave. I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Aaron.
If you guys didn't know, I'm a huge. I'm already a huge person. Yeah, Calvin, you jump on that way too quick, you loud son of a bitch. I'm a huge Zelda fan, both in size and love and passion. And there's a new Legend of Zelda trailer out called Breath of the Wild, which as a subtitle, stop doing that! Creep. Breath of the Wild is gets me really excited because the best thing about, at least for me, about Zelda was always exploration, and of course, dungeons and puzzle solving is cool too. But I always loved the open field, that you could just go and look at anything. Ocarina of Time, that was always the coolest moment is when you first show up on Hyrule Field. So I'm just so excited, guys, and I don't want to say anything else. I just want to watch this damn trailer. Calvin, but
Don't do it!
Open your eyes.
Pretty.
dude, look at those landscapes. What's that?
Skeletron.
It's a giant monster.
Yeah, something. I don't even know what it was.
Wildlife.
Nuckies.
Ooh, can you hunt? I want to eat them.
Mule deer. Hunt. Like, you gotta collect food or you die.
Like structures on the wall.
Dude, look at that.
Is it like a church or a temple or something?
Oh,
Hey,
cool.
look at that.
It's like the Flash helmet.
No.
A little bit.
Open your eyes.
That's the thing that was chasing him in the first trailer, right?
Yeah,
Wake
you're right.
up, Link.
The big giant was shooting lasers.
That looks good. Like, oh!
Dude,
The hang glider.
It's like Aladdin.
No.
Yeah,
I was
it
gonna
is.
say like leap of faith.
We can get wild horses.
Oh, cool.
That's
Paris.
awesome.
Dude, is it
It's like the Bridge of Elden. Huh.
like open world?
Yeah, it's open. Look at it. You can climb trees.
Climb trees.
Ooh,
Oh,
shit.
shit.
You can climb all sorts of stuff.
There's a whole climbing
That's
mechanic.
huge. And a chopping mechanic.
What?
Oh.
And a diving
And a
mechanic.
naked mechanic.
He wasn't wearing his outfit there.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
You can cook.
And drop bees on people.
I love that.
Yeah, like
And push boulders.
Ooh, dude.
This is pretty sweet. Oh, it's the water like thing. I forget what it's called.
Magnetism? Weird. Publicans. You can use a spear?
Ooh.
Double jump. Armor. Whoa.
The Ragnarok.
Dude, look at the scale.
It looks open world.
Fuck yeah, it is.
I mean, they were saying it's supposed to be before, but this is like really looking open world.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's that thing.
it's Doc Ock.
That's what it was.
Shooting
innate
lasers
earlier.
last time.
The Master Sword.
It's a Skyward Sword.
It looks old as shit.
Looks mossy. Oh no, it looks like it's got chunks out of it and shit.
Wow.
Shit.
Dude. Oh. That was amazing. Wow. If you guys weren't here, I'd watch it like 20 more times.
Without his pants on.
Yeah. That was great. I've always had like ideas and thoughts of what I would want in my perfect Zelda. And is he even cooking? He had like a he had like a campfire.
He was like crafting and stuff.
In your perfect Zelda game,
Yeah.
you want cooking?
I want crafting. I want rather than just like picking up potions out of the grass and rubies and shit, you have to get that shit.
It's like
I mean, it'd be
Monster
cool
Hunter.
to
You,
find
you can like
rubies,
make potions.
It's like Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I've always said that should be something in Zelda, and the open world nature of it. Like Zelda's always had a very, I won't say super linear, but you had to do stuff in certain orders and stuff. And one of the things I've heard about this game is like, if you want to go right there, just go there. If you want to go that way, go there. Zelda's always been kind of like, no, you can't go past this wall, you can't get past this door. you can't go here yet.
Yeah, well, like in Ocarina of Time, they had moments like that where like
Yeah.
you couldn't enter this temple without the hook shot or
Yeah.
something, you know. And then in A Link Between Worlds, it was the same. Like you could go to pretty much any temple and stuff you
Yeah.
wanted to, but there were some moments in like a temple where like, well, I need the bombs. So I
Yeah.
don't have the bombs yet, so I gotta go get this first. But to an extent, since Ocarina of Time, I've always felt like they were fairly open.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's gonna allow you to like, well, there's 8 temples that you gotta beat, but you can take them in any order you want.
Yeah.
What if in the temples you never actually acquire like a new item?
Yeah.
But you can get new like materials to craft better items.
True. Now, I saw a lot of things in there. That thing that he was holding looked...
It was like a tablet,
It
right?
looked like the gamepad to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's interesting. And then there was like a thing where he was like picking up a piece of metal. Did you see that?
Like lifting it?
Yeah, like lifting it. So maybe there's some kind of like magnetism thing.
Well, he was also creating like an ice block in the water too.
Yeah.
Well, there's a rod in A Link Between Worlds that was the
Yeah.
same thing. I think it was in another game too. But like it was, you can make sand or like water
Yeah.
or things like that. Like you could make them hard. And
Magic has always been present in the games. And then to a point there's been technology, but these Guardian things, and then some of the stuff I've seen around, like kind of points to maybe like, is it necessarily magic or is it maybe a little more technology?
I mean, what would you call a bunch of rocks making a creature?
Well, I make that magic.
Yeah.
But the Guardian thing was shooting like energy and stuff like that.
Yeah, but like Ganon's made energy before too, you know, throwing like light balls and stuff.
Yeah.
You know? So I mean,
I don't know. That thing to me looked a little more mechanical than organic. The open world nature is interesting, especially with that climbing mechanic.
the climbing mechanic, can you just climb anything you want?
It
I'm
didn't look like he was
sure-
actually going for like handholds and foot.
Yeah, no, but like,
Stuff like
I'm
that.
sure there's this like
walls, like the limit. You know what I mean?
there has to be a limit. Like maybe there's certain walls you can't climb.
Yeah.
That are too
Invisible
steep
walls
or
I mean, he was
No.
going straight up. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But like,
You know, I mean, Skyward Sword had that stamina mechanic. It would make a lot of sense to have like a stamina thing on the wall. That way you can't get too high. You know.
You mean you just climb up so far
Because
there's not a ledge? you
yeah,
just
if you
fall?
make that thing, if you make it so you can just climb anything as long as you want to, and that might break dungeons.
yeah.
You know, and puzzles and dungeons. So I like the idea of the horses. I don't know if that means a pawn will be in it or if you just like have to get random horses. That'd be cool. I also didn't see any kind of companion character, Navi, Fi,
Yeah.
at all either.
Wasn't Navi kind of annoying though?
Yeah,
I mean, maybe he's on his own and he just has that tablet thing.
maybe. I don't know. It's very interesting. Now,
Maybe that woman in the trailer keeps talking to him, like guiding him.
yeah, that was interesting too. Zelda's almost never had any kind of voice acting in it, voiceovers. Anyway, I know that there are like 10, 30-minute videos of like of the Nintendo Treehouse playing the first parts of the
There's
game.
a lot of videos of like gameplay footage rather than it just being
Yeah.
that, where you can see people going around playing. Like one thing that kind of got me was like he rolled boulders on top of like enemies and stuff. I'm wondering if it's gonna be open world to the sense of like Metal Gear Solid, where like you can go and this is the area, there's your objective inside.
And
this
here's
area,
100 ways you can
and
do
you
it.
could come in from here
Yeah.
or here, or these are what you have at your disposal, and just do what you want. Like, oh, I see a boulder up there,
That has to be the case because, I mean, in this very small spot that we saw here, there was no, like, I never saw any, like, limits. You're just, here's a whole thing, go play, you know? That'd be interesting. I
Yeah.
like that.
And with that little parachute thing he has, if you're climbing stuff, if there is a stamina gauge and it lets out, pop up in your parachute thing, you won't die,
Yeah,
And it's
you
interesting,
can travel
too,
large distances quickly.
Because in the last demo we saw, it was a sailcloth, but that was definitely a glider because it had, like, wooden handholds.
Yeah.
So they've updated that a little bit. That's kind of cool. And yeah, imagine going to this top of those mountains and then it's taking off.
Jumping off,
Yeah. So that was a really cool trailer. I'm really glad I watched it. I'm going to go and absorb all of those videos. Like, as soon as we're done with the rest of our stuff in Blind today, I'm just watching those.
Be sure to listen for our next podcast. It should be our third podcast.
Yeah.
Because we'll probably have a lot of E3 conversations with all the stuff
Yeah.
that we haven't reacted to, but we still want to talk about too.
I could do a podcast all day about Zelda itself, so I'm sure there'll be some Zelda stuff in there. Make sure you guys are going in the description. All links to our social media are down there. Our website should have a link, a page directly to our
It's under the original content tab, I know.
It's an original content podcast, and you can either watch it there, streaming it, or you can download it from there too.
Yep.
So have fun with those. We'll see you guys for the next video. I think we're doing Pokemon.
Yeah,
and
some
we
Pokemon stuff.
We just did all of the PlayStation, Sony stuff. So there's a lot of E3 stuff coming out, and we have a lot more regular stuff coming out too. And it's just too much. There's too much stuff to do.
So much.
We don't have any time. We're done with this. I'm Eric.
I'm Colin.
I'm Aaron.
Calvin the button.
Oh.